This video is about how to submit Buzz so it shows up in the Buzz Now feed. You will have needed to accumulate a certain number of credits to be able to submit Buzz. Currently it's 5 credits, and you do that by doing different actions on the website, like sharing Buzz. When you click the Submit Buzz, you get a pop-up window that has 3 steps. You'll want to have a blog post selected that you want to share and that URL. So I've selected from our Social Buzz Club blog this post about why certainty of purpose is critical to sales growth. You can see we have lots of good information here. So we populate that. I've copied the URL all the way from the HTTP. Then you click the shorten and populate data. Really need to do that. And if there's an image on the page that you want to have it post with, you can select that, or you can upload your own image here. Then you want to verify the title. The title is what shows up in red on the Buzz Now page. So it's really going to have to attract people to want to share it. There's extra information here. We don't need that. Why certainty of purpose is critical to sales growth. That's pretty compelling. And then it populated the subtitle, or the first thing that's on that blog post. So this would be the default tweet or LinkedIn description. So you may want to change this. We could take out how purpose determines your customer's buying decision, or discover how, and then we might want to take out the caps. And if you've noticed you're having to work harder and harder. Okay, so this is a incomplete sentence. You could add via your Twitter handle. I do recommend that, especially for the tweet, and you can delete it for the LinkedIn post. If you have a hashtag you want to use for the tweet as well, you can do that. Put in some tags, sales, purpose, and what other tags make sense. And then you need to select a category, at least one. You can hold the control key down and actually choose up to 5 categories. Okay, so there are these question marks next to each step so that you can, if you have questions about them, I highly recommend you at least hover over them the first time. So this is for internal, but again, repeating the Buzz tiles for internal. The description can be used as the tweet. It can be used, and I'll show you what I mean by can be versus it's always it is used. And then you would click on a category. Since this is about sales, marketing, that's what I'm clicking on. And I'm just going to leave it at that. You can scroll through the categories and check them out. Then you'll want to go next, because remember, there's 3 steps. If you're not ready to go to the next step, you can save the draft, but know that that does not get submitted until you add the Buzz. Okay, now notice these green, these all 3 are checked. And notice that the original populated information is in here. If you want the new one in there, uncheck this and then recheck it. Okay, same thing with LinkedIn, uncheck, then recheck. Facebook does not allow us to pre-populate the message. So right now leave this blank because it won't get transferred over. Then click the next and say, okay, well, when do you want this to show up? Do you want it to show up right now? In which case you'd click on the now. Okay. If this is not your first one scheduling, I highly, at a session, if this is the second one, I highly recommend you wait a couple of days and schedule it on, a later date in the morning. because you don't want two or more in a row showing up on the Buzz feed, because it's less likely, both are less likely to be shared by a member. They're only going to choose one of yours at a time. You know, they may come back later on and share another, but they're going to see a whole bunch of new ones. So I recommend spacing out your Buzz so you get more shares. So I'm actually going to do it as now, and so you can see that it populates. And the default is 30 days expiration, but you, if this is evergreen content, can make it expire in 2 years if you like. And this way it stays in the feed and it's searchable until that time. People can search on your content. You do need to certify that you are authorized to post this content or you own it. And then here in step 3 is where you add the Buzz. And again, if you need any help, we have some help or you need some clarification. There is some help text here. And repeating what I basically just said, you can add the Buzz, and if everything checks out, it'll show it to you in your dashboard, right, in My Buzz. And you can see it on the Buzz Now page. You will not be able to share it. That's why there's no share buttons available for it, but it is there. You can check the link works by clicking on it. It's good to double check your posts. Okay, so that is submitting a Buzz and scheduling a Buzz for submission to the Buzz Now page, or the Buzz feed as I like to call it as well.